grab a drink, join us. Oh, that would explain it. You guys couldn't hear any music going on. All I did... Rip. Why no technology work right the first time, huh? Hello again, Gadgeteers. Welcome back to another live stream into Tech News Gadget Mixer channel. We'll be kicking things off shortly here. I got it. Either I'm going to learn how to tilt my head up, or I'm gonna tilt my head down. Stand back further from put the microphone over here and not look down so much. Apparently, people have been saying I've been looking like my head's been chopped off. It's okay. Okay, I'm working on the webcam overlays, all that fun stuff going along with it. Made a couple new changes. Still work in progress. How was your Thursday? Day before the weekend. Kicking off another spectacular summer weekend. If you're enjoying summer weather so far, comment in the chat. That's your favorite season. If not, I don't know, maybe you like cold weather. Hey, here in Wisconsin, we get all 4 seasons, so can't complain. Although in my case, I will complain because I am a postal carrier, and I would really rather prefer the warmer weather to the freezing, ice cold, Arctic tundra sometimes that sweeps through here. So, you're watching the pre-show right now, and if you're new here, hey, hit that follow button and make sure to keep in touch. We'd love to have your support. How it works is we have a pre-show, just cover a couple of things going on. Then we head over into the show itself, covering the latest tech news of the day. And then after that, we go and play some games. Fortnite, Overwatch, take your pick. Octavius, where is he? There. He's got some more things to do today, so he's happy. I know I am. Sick and tired of listening to him complaining for the last couple of days. So, Octavius, he's sitting in the chat, moderating, and one of these days we'll figure out something for him to do in terms of Sparks or whatever other currency it's called that you earn here on Mixer. So, you have your drink ready? I know I do. Oh, not sponsored, just like bird drink, although I really should. Yeah. Ready to grab a drink, grab a snack. We'll be kicking things off, getting rocking and rolling, and then playing some games. That's what I'm gonna do. Cool. Alright. Wanted to check the frame rate. Drop frames. Make sure everything's going smoothly. Yesterday I did have some issues, so if you're watching this in the video archives, yeah, that was an intro. Today I was dropping frames, but now we're back. Seem to be doing okay. 0 drop frames, holding steady. Awesome. Yeah, good to go. Alright. Let's jump into the show and take it away. Sound good? Alright. 9 out of 10 people are ready for a robot boss and more coming up on today's episode of the Latest in Tech News podcast. Hello and welcome to the Latest in Tech News podcast. I'm your host, Taylor Merrick, and this is the world's only 3-in-1 daily show on everything tech, gadgets, and gaming news. If you're new here, welcome. Feel free to chat with us during the show. We'd love to hear your input, and if you're listening to the podcast, welcome. But you're a day late and $1 short, and you should really join us live over at mixer.com/technewsgadget. If you're watching the live show, hey, be sure to click that follow button. We're also on Twitter at TechNewsGadget, where you can send us your questions, rants, suggestions, both during and after the show. Octavius will take a look at it and let me know if there's anything I need to cover. Did I miss anything, Octavius? For those of you listening, he's my pet octopus. He just keeps an eye on the chat and provides input when in times of need. One final thing. If you want to support the show, head on over to patreon.com/TechNewsGadget. Insiders, as we like to call our patrons, get exclusive access to our entire video archives, past shows, an exclusive insiders-only podcast, as well as an Octavius plush. More details can be found at patreon.com/TechNewsGadget. With that out of the way, I believe we can proceed, right, Octavius? Engaged, indeed. So, let's see. Today is August 16th, 2018. On this day in 1993, Ian Murdoch announced the Debian Linux distribution system. The name combined his then-girlfriend Deborah's name with his own, Deb Ian, and now you know how to properly pronounce it. Celebrating 25 years today, but don't expect anything special. Debian's just doing what Linux systems do. Also, on this day in 1994, the IBM Simon went on sale, combining a mobile phone with computer functions. It weighed 500 grams, could run apps, and be linked to a fax machine, and it sold for $900. The word smartphone hadn't even been coined yet. Also, on this day, in 1995, the first version of Microsoft's web browser, known as Internet Explorer 1, was debuted. It was based on Mosaic, which Microsoft had licensed from Spyglass Inc. Moving on, did you know that a killer may have gone free because she used Firefox? Interestingly enough, the 2011 trial of Casey Anthony was extremely high profile, and the police, as in virtually all murder cases, examined evidence on the computer that Anthony shared with her parents, including its search history. But only after Anthony was acquitted did her defense attorney reveal that incriminating search terms involving poisoning and suffocation were present, but never brought up by prosecutors. It appears that prosecutors had carefully pored over the search history from Internet Explorer, but not Firefox, which was her preferred browser. Are you serious? Wow. Well, apparently now they check all browsers. Also, did you know that one of the first computer science PhDs was earned by a nun? Yes, Mary Kenneth Keller earned her place in computer science history. She helped develop BASIC as a grad student and received a PhD from the Computer Sciences Department at the University of Wisconsin in June of 1965. And yes, to add the oddball twist to the story, Keller was a nun, a sister of Charity of the Blessed Virgin Mary, an order dedicated to education. She went on to chair the Clark College CS department for 20 years. And also, did you know that for 20 years, the passwords for U.S. nuclear missiles was 000000000? Yes. 1962, President Kennedy was fearful that individual military commanders had too much leeway to launch a nuclear attack on their own initiative, and instituted a new policy that an 8-digit password be necessary to launch missiles. Air Force officers, fearful of a delayed nuclear response, more than a rogue commander, followed the letter, if not the spirit of the rule, and used that password in every missile silo. And then, just like half the people in your office do with passwords, they wrote it down on a piece of paper to make sure nobody forgot. Air Force disputes this story, but it comes from Bruce Blair, who was an Air Force launch officer in the 1970s. Finally, did you know that Paul Spilling unplugged the entire Norwegian internet in order to save it? Paul Spilling is a Norwegian computer pioneer whose early interest in computer networking resulted in Norway's getting the first ARPANET node outside of the United States in 1973. 15 years later, the internet saw its first widespread infection by Morris, which was a worm that could install multiple copies of itself on a computer, causing infected systems to grind to a halt. As the Morris worm began to spread in the United States, Spilling's American colleagues called to warn him. Faced with the threat to his entire network of computers in his nation, he acted quickly and disconnected Norway from the rest of the internet, which at the time could be done by unplugging a single cable. Unbelievable. The things people do in order to... Yes, now it would be a little bit more complicated than that, indeed. So, let's get into the latest tech news of the day. First up, over 9 out of 10 people are ready to take orders from robots. Yes, you heard me right. It seems to be a large gap between the way people are using artificial intelligence at home and at work. Although almost 3/4 of us use AI in our personal life, only 6% of HR professionals are deploying it, and only 1 in 4 employees are currently using some form of AI at work. The idea of AI revolutionizing the workplace and possibly of robots taking jobs has been talked about for some time, but people aren't afraid of AI taking their jobs and want to be able to take advantage of the latest innovations at work. So a recent study by Oracle and Future Workplace wanted to understand AI implementation and usage in the workplace and surveyed 1,300 HR leaders and employees. And they examined perceptions of the benefits of AI, the obstacles preventing AI adoption, and the business consequences of not using AI. According to the study, 9 out of people are ready to embrace AI at work and understand that the benefits go far beyond automating manual processes. Unfortunately, organizations are not doing enough to embrace it, leading to a reduction in productivity and potential job loss. Okay, this is where it gets kind of interesting. The article goes on to explain, saying that AI could improve operational efficiencies based on employee opinions, get faster decision making done, reduce money, better customer experience, and improve employee experience. What, is this because you don't want to listen to somebody who says, hey, go do your job? You'd rather listen to a computer say, hey, go do your job? That's as far as AI really needs to go. If you can't take orders from an actual human being, what makes you think you'll be doing a better job having a robot tell you what to do? I think you'll probably snap the computer in half or unplug it and say, "Screw you! I'm going to do what I want." You know, human intelligence intersects right here with human stupidity, and I'm kind of torn on this one, honestly. If you guys are watching the live show right now, hey, comment in the chat. Are you for or against whatever this means? Do you want a robot to be your boss at work, or would you rather it be an actual human being? Hey, if you are listening to the podcast, send me a message on Twitter at TechNewsGadget. Love to hear your input, and maybe the collective will be able to put this matter to rest. So, also in the news, Patch Tuesday is coming. I'm not sure if it actually already happened, but on the heels of arguably the worst Windows patching month in recent memory, another Patch Tuesday is approaching, and the recommendation here is to turn automatic update off on your Windows computer so that you can dodge the initial batch of bugs. Here's the funny thing. What I get out of this article is the same thing that not only I tend to agree with, but my dad believes in wholeheartedly. He said, well, why do we need to update the operating system? And usually the techie answer would be so that you can prevent flaws and vulnerabilities and bugs from infecting your computer along with viruses, because they take advantage of old unfixed problems and work from there. So if you actually update your computer, you won't have to worry about that. Well, doesn't seem to always be the case, and not so much with the latest Windows updates, and I've never really been too fond of them myself. In the gaming world, it works great. Usually everything works out just fine, but when it seems to come to operating systems, especially Windows, updates definitely mean more bugs, more problems, computer programs broken, applications not loading, all that fun stuff. Let's see. To sum up, July 2018 patches for both Windows and Office brought bugs and bugs of bugs, many of which haven't been solved even up to now. This article is over at computerworld.com. I'll have a link to this in the show notes. You can find this and other show notes over at technewsgadget.net. Article goes on to say, we have even reached the unprecedented stage where the .NET team openly warned people against installing buggy updates, and the monthly roll-up previews got shoved down the automatic update chute to fix bugs in the primary monthly roll-up. July was more galling than most months because the patches caused widespread concern for many while plugging security holes for exactly 0 infections. We've seen the same pattern repeat itself over almost every month since the beginning of the year. First round of Microsoft security patches, notably including Windows 10 patches, introduced bugs, while the second round of patches each month squashed most of them. It isn't until the third round of patches that things settle down. So you have essentially two choices. You can actively block the automatic installation of Windows patches, or you can join the crowds of unpaid beta testers, where you have to install the update sooner or later, certainly, but there's no good reason to put yourself in the vanguard. We'll wait and see what happens to the gullible masses. And it goes on to list some steps to avoid the Windows update chaos on Windows 7, 8.1, or 10, and just to keep them from installing. Don't worry, my computer is 7, and I haven't updated in probably a couple years, and guess what? Still running fine. Still running fine. Do you like to update your computer every single time a new update comes out, or are you part of the crowd who says, I'll wait? Hey, let me know in the live chat down below or on Twitter at TechNewsGadget. Moving on to the next story. This comes to us from The Verge. Australian teen stole 90 gigabytes of private data from Apple servers. A Melbourne, Australia teenager is facing criminal charges after accessing Apple's back-end network multiple times throughout the year, according to an Australian newspaper, The Age. He apparently did this out of love, his lawyer says, because he admired the company and, quote, dreamed of working there. He managed to download 90 gigabytes of secure files in customer accounts, although it's unclear exactly what part of the network infrastructure he accessed. He reportedly developed multiple backdoors and evaded detection up until a raid on his parents' home exposed a bunch of stolen files and instructions saved in a folder very obviously named Hacky Hack Hack. Brilliant police also seized 2 laptops, a phone, and hard drive from the teen. He apparently also relied on some sort of software to help him inside, but again, it's not clear what function his software served. He's pleaded guilty and is due next month for sentencing. We reached out to Apple for comment and will update the story if we hear back. Of course, this isn't the first time we've heard of hackers being drawn to Apple data. And it goes on to explain past times that somebody's been able to hack into Apple and steal some data. To sum up, it isn't clear whether this Australian teen found a novel way in or relied on old hackers' work. So, I think he probably pled guilty because he's probably like, dang it, how am I supposed to get a job at Apple? I don't think they take too kindly to people hacking into the servers, so how am I supposed to work with them? I mean, heck, Facebook pays hackers to hack into Facebook. I'm fairly certain Microsoft and Google does it. What's up with Apple? I just wanted to work with them. Well, see, it's kind of a two-edged sword. Hopefully you can plead guilty and then they'll be able to offer you a job later, seeing as you showed some prowess, but seeing as how most of the finer details is under wraps and not reported, well, we'll find out what happens to this kid, but we wish him the best of luck if his goal is indeed to get Apple's attention and get a job, which is great. It's better than doing nothing. but to be fair, it is summer, so before school starts up, it's fine to take a break. Moving on, the world's thinnest gaming laptop has a puzzling design choice. Today, Asus announced the thinnest gaming laptop in the world, the crown for which constantly bounces between Asus, MSI, and Razer. And that got this author's attention, especially since the Zephyrus S, got it, has narrow bezels that can accommodate a 15.6-inch 144Hz display into a 14.2-inch body, plus a GeForce GTX 1070 Max-Q GPU inside. The author goes on to say that they own an Asus ROG Strix laptop, and it's on the beefy side, so when they saw these similar specs in a laptop only 14.94 millimeters thin, well, they started drooling over wanting to buy this laptop. Looking at an image of it right now if you're watching the live show, and the only difference with this laptop is the fact that its keyboard is pushed all the way to the front. You're like, what? I was used to it up a little bit more, so I had, well, it's a gaming laptop, so maybe you're supposed to put it on Surface and play that way, I guess. So, the author goes on to explain, I don't like the keyboard forward design choice, but I understand it. Visually, the Zephyrus S is trying to walk the line between being an elegant and striking work machine and a powerful gaming one. In stark contrast to something like Asus's camouflage-laden Scar 2 laptop, the Zephyrus S is all about keeping a low profile with its subtle black and silver accents and magnesium alloy plus aluminum construction. Asus also says the keyboard layout facilitates better cooling and a more comfortable desktop-style resting position. Obviously, I've always appreciated the cooling solutions Asus employs, but this is a tough one to swallow. If I'm gaming, I don't care where the trackpad is, but it's also doubling as my daily driver for work and everything else. That's decades of muscle memory to battle against. Another picture. To be fair, the placement comes with other benefits such as a trackpad, doubling as an optional number pad, and then you got into the more nitty-gritty details, an 8th gen Intel Core i7 on board, 16 gigabytes of RAM, a GTX 1070 Matrix Q graphics card, and a 512 gigabyte NVMe drive, among other trimmings like customizable RGB lighting. Narrow bezels and a 144Hz refresh rate are both welcome features here as well, and if you can accept the placement of that trackpad, well, it's probably a superb offering. The Zephyrus S will start shipping via Amazon for $2,200 US on August 31st, with a lower end model featuring a 1 terabyte hard drive and GTX 1060 hitting wider release following that. Moving on, the esports industry is growing, but according to the author over at Read Write Web infrastructure needs to keep up. Article goes on to say, like traditional sports, esports can be costly. A prime component of esports infrastructure is video streaming, which enables competition. Viewers are able to share the video and streaming links to millions, requiring companies to build out their own solutions or work with solid tech companies to deal with heavy bandwidth. Services like highlights, instant replays, live streaming, and anti-cheating detection measures are some of the instant services that need to be available for viewers and gamers. Now, in order for the esport infrastructure to thrive, software developers need to find a way to scale in a way that works effectively in a cloud-mixed platform as well as on dedicated servers. Once dedicated platforms achieve the ability to scale with automation features typically found on scale cloud platforms, scaling the esports platform to meet high performance criteria will be much easier. This is based on a report published by PricewaterhouseCoopers, predicting that the sports industry will inevitably face problems due to the drastic decline in viewership. The entire industry is running on a distribution model that is stuck in the past, and what's worse is that some of the most influential companies in the industry are slow to implement innovative technology measures. New revenue models are truly reinventing the way users engage with content online. Services like Twitch provide a platform for streaming thousands of games online daily. Some of the most popular games on the service, namely League of Legends and Dota 2, generate close to 70 million views each month. Given the high number of viewers those services experience, there is no denying the importance of game streaming in today's culture, and web infrastructure needs to be able to keep up with these changes. So it goes on to explain selecting the right infrastructure partners and how to ultimately achieve success in esports. And I'll have a link to this article over at technewsgadget.net. Moving on, Pokemon Go players far and wide, hear ye, Celebi is headed to Pokemon Go next week. The mythical Pokemon, which first appeared in Pokemon Gold and Silver, will be available for players in Pokemon Go starting next week. Legendary creature will become available through a new special research out quest line, which will be kicking off on August 20th. Players will encounter tasks that will test their skills at a trainer, with each one completed giving you access to extra XP, useful items, and a chance to encounter certain Pokemon along the way. You can begin completing your special research on Celebi anytime, as long as you've done the third group of tasks related to the special research on Mew, and a new Celebi t-shirt is available for free in the Style Shop to celebrate. Celebi's arrival in the game has also drawn out the more appearance of more Pokemon originally discovered in the Johto region, meaning you're more likely to find your Johto favorites mulling around your favorite local corner shop. Of course, this Pokemon was first made available during the Chicago Go Fest last month. If you were one of the first 21,000 players who managed to attend the event, you'll no doubt already have the Grass and Psychic-type monster in your collection, but you can still get involved. Players who already own Celebi will be able to complete the quest line still and be rewarded with bucket loads of Celebi candy instead. Hey, will you be adding this Pokemon to your Pokédex? Let us know. We're on Twitter at TechNewsGadget, and we're streaming live, so post in the comments. I, for one, am a Pokemon Go player, so we'll actually see how far I get with this. I only got a third into the stupid special quest thing with Mewtwo, or Mew? What? One of the... I don't know. Whatever the special quest was, I wasn't able to finish the stupid thing. Stupid me. But I'm getting my daily check-ins, guys. That should count for at least something, right? Pokemon Go, you never cease to amaze me. I just want to play the game and make big money, boys! And finally, in the tech news world for today, Halo Infinite is Halo 6, according to Microsoft. The article at GameSpot goes on to say that Microsoft has been saying for years now that it wants to get away from numbered Halo games, but some fans were still left scratching their heads when a new game was revealed at E3 as Halo Infinite, not Halo 6. Now 343's Jeff Easterlings has spoken up to stress that Halo Infinite is Halo 6, even if it's not specifically called that. It is Halo 6, Easterlings said during a recent Mixer broadcast on Halo channel. Actually, I watched part of that stream. It was up yesterday, and he was explaining that you should just consider it Halo 6. Don't think of it as a weird prequel kind of thing. It's the next story, it's the next chapter in what is going on in a Halo universe. Studio head Chris Lee already confirmed that Halo Infinite is a direct sequel to Halo 5 Guardians. It's also been confirmed that the new game will focus more on Master Chief, finally, which is notable because Halo 5 split time between Chief and Agent Locke. Good to hear 343 start to talk about what Halo Infinite is, but we will have so much more, well, questions to go along with it. While the trailer at E3 was impressive, it was for the new game engine Slipspace and not really the game itself. Microsoft has not shown any gameplay yet, and there are rumors that the game will release in at least 2 parts, with single player arriving at the end of 2019, followed by multiplayer in 2020. None of this is confirmed at this point. However, intriguingly, 343 has said that the studio is, quote, making changes to how we approach things with Halo Infinite. 343 is also hoping to take players to new and unexpected directions with the game. Now, these vague statements could mean a number of things, and the possibilities are exciting to think about. It also seems encouraging that 343 isn't rushing things with Halo Infinite, and while that game might not be out soon, Halo 5 and Halo MCC continue to get new updates and refreshes on a semi-regular basis. For more information, stay tuned. We'll let you know. That wraps up the tech news articles for today. Hey, if we missed anything that you wanted to hear about, or there's a certain topic you want us to keep you informed of, let me know in the live chat or on Twitter at TechNewsGadget, and I'll be sure that Octavius gets that message and passes it on to me so that we can continue to keep bringing you the news that matters to you. Because ultimately, who wants to hear the boring stuff? We just want the good stuff. Just give us the juicy details, right? So that will wrap up this episode of the latest in Tech News podcast. The show is a production of Tech News Gadget. For the latest in tech, gadget, and gaming news, head on over to technewsgadget.net. Right after this show, we'll be jumping into some gaming and post-show fun. So you're totally missing out. We're over at mixer.com/technewsgadget. That's all from me, your host, Taylor Merrick. Pretty much. Keep being awesome, guys, and I'll see you on the flip side. Alright. That went well. As far as I think it went. I don't know, I could be wrong. We'll be moving on to some gameplay now. And I just need to pop out a couple of things. No, I don't want you to load. Actually, no, I don't want you to load either. What am I doing? I don't know. I don't know. Right. I could technically just go here. Thank you. Yes. Yes, put it on that. I'm wondering, Octavius, should we play Fortnite or Overwatch? I don't know. Yesterday got pretty crazy in the game. That much I can tell you. I don't know. Let's see. The 50-50 shot. I didn't even give you a third game to look into. What game do I actually want to play? What game? Let me just go grab the fan real quick here, guys. I'll be right back. Some air moving around up in here. Oh. Isn't even on the boards. Isn't even on the boards yet. Let's see. You know what? Why not play some Fortnite? I'm not sure what you call it properly. And we'll just go update the title here manually. Something fun. You know, you guys are lucky. You just sit here listening to the entire show. You know, drinking your soda, snacking on some popcorn or whatever else you happen to have on hand. But if you're a soda-free person, that's fine too. I don't judge. And stay hydrated and fed. And I have to sit here and literally starve myself and get dehydration because I can't take a drink during the show. That was a lot of articles that I had to go through in how much time? Like 25 minutes? Give me a break. Try to make sure that I'm finding news that is of interest to you. Obviously, I want to make sure it's interesting to me first before talking about it, because some of the articles that just come out are like, who cares? Who cares? Give me something fun. Give me something unique. Give me something cool. I really like some of the authors' commentary styles, and some of them are just hilarious. Let's see. I actually need to figure out how to do this. A bit tricky and so using how the matchmaking works. I know I have an Epic Games account. Yes. Add friends to your Epic Games account. That's what I do. I can move to them. Wow. Crossplay, you need to link it. Okay, well, I'll actually see how this goes then. Title. Hopefully that worked out good. So I was able to have Octavius here drop in 2 new commands. One is follow age or follow age. Technically, I should just update that command to something more useful. I don't know though. I don't know. And then sparks, so that you can see actually how many sparks you have. I'm planning on having Octavius implement some of that stuff soon, in terms of what the sparks can do and make him actually work for a living instead of just sit around for a living. Apparently, Octavius today, earlier on, was complaining to me that he had only 7 legs, not 8, and he couldn't figure out where his 8th one was. And we wasted a whole lot of time figuring that out, only to be met with the realization that, well, he was sitting on it. So I thought, hey, wasn't trying to make you look stupid. You did it yourself. Make you look stupid. Well, okay. Apparently, if you wanted to look stupid, you did it all by yourself. You did a real good job. He did it all by himself, and now he's gonna blame me for it, like I did something about it. Oh, I didn't get your permission to tell the story. That's why. That's why he's mad at me. Okay, I can understand. Understandably so. But you tell jokes about me all the time. You don't get my approval when you see me complaining. Funny. Heavy sniper? What? What? show myself as online, right? Hang on just a second. Okay, that would be why. Found it. Alright. Is there any good game mode? I don't want to do sniper shootout. I don't want to die, because I know I am. Alright, I suck at this game, so don't expect me to do any good. I'm only level 6. See? That's how good I am. I don't know why I even went to go in for the battle pass. I wasted all of my V-Bucks that I earned in Save the World campaign. I hope it was worth it. Battle pass only lasts for like 40 more days. You guys are enjoying your evening so far? I know I am. At home, I'm not working. I'm sitting here playing video games with you guys, so should count for something. My brother decided to run off to Mount Olympus today, and Mount Olympus Water and Theme Park, place he went to, roller coasters, water, all the fun stuff that you get to do. And you didn't get to do a single dang thing. What are you guys, ninja or something? You ninja. Oh, I don't even know if my voice chat's working. Oh well. A bit laggy too. Hello. Wait, you even have voice chat enabled? I don't know. See how this match plays out. If I die, I'll be commentating the rest of the match to see who the winner is. Got Madison, Perry, and Torn hanging out on a team, but so far it looks like Perry and I are the only ones dropping into Retail Row. Madison already made her way over to Lonely Lodge. And I'm having fun legging. Is this me or is this... I guess I'm good. Okay, we'll see how this match turns out. I might... Turns out... Oh no, Madison's down. See how this plays out. Oh boy. Nobody shoot me, please. This is my first time here. I'm brand new, and I don't know what I'm doing. There's nothing around over here. Somebody obviously broke in there. Stole all the furniture. Didn't even take the TV. I'll take the TV there very much. Thank you. Why is it? Nope, not here. Not in here. Looks like Torn Apart made it over here. Back to our 3-person squad. But they decided to land over here then, I guess. What is this? I think I'm brand new to all this stuff on Fortnite. I don't know what this update added. It added a bunch of stuff to it. I don't even know what to do. Don't tell me nothing. What's this? Activate time trial, please. What's up? Oh yeah! I like taco. Wait, hang on. Did I somehow disable voice chat? Or am I just unable to hear anything that's going on of importance? I'll take that. Pick up the Tommy gun. Take bullets. Oh boy. Where are you going? Yeah. Trying to save you here, buddy, and you keep moving. What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't have any bandages. And I don't even know how to use voice chat, so don't. And I'm stuck. And I'm dead already. I'm not sure what's going on with the audio. Why can't I hear? I don't even know. I don't even know. Settings here. I need to look at here in terms of controls. Input. Use. Right. I have no idea. Hey, I'm still in the warming up stages of this game, so I gotta get back into my zone, okay? Thought I was doing okay until he decides to go shoot that out. My teammate decides to go shoot out the ramp that I was gonna take up to try and help a teammate. You know, you guys really aren't the greatest brainiacs. Then again, you don't actually need skill to play this. Oh wait, no, well you do to some degree. Okay, it depends. If you're having fun playing a game, whether you win or die, you know what? Had fun, you had fun. That's all that really matters. Should be counting on the win screens to legitimize it, but sometimes the winning screens do help. But understand, everybody is not going to be a professional. And like I said, maybe I'm just actually going to luck out with this guy and he's going to get stuck in the storm and die because he spent too long fighting me when he really actually needed to move. And he's got a little bit of time-ish. We'll see. He might get lucky. I didn't have any bandages on me, so hey, don't count on me to bail you out, dude. That's all I'm going to say there. Making his way over to Dusty Divot. Doing a ninja-style reload and jump and swapping guns and keeping an eye peeled for people. Like there was a building here. Our shots being fired off in the distance to the northwest. And he spots bandages, decides to probably make a ramp or just run up the... Says screw the potion and decides to go pick up a gun instead, and then goes up to go pick up the bandages and drops the gun? What? Just barely making it with enough time to spare, down to 43. Runs into another player on the other side. Skins and all. Candace default takes him down. The run boss popping off. Getting a couple shots on. Totally misses the person coming at him from the right. And he is out for the count. Starbro Gamer taking over. 8 kills under his belt with 29 players left. See how far he goes. Looks like he knows what he's doing. Doesn't have a whole lot of health, but he's probably going to go take the bandages, heal up a little bit, and make his way over. He's got 58 seconds before the storm closes in and starts applying damage, so that's how he has a little bit of time. Wouldn't waste too much time in trying to heal yourself up. Well, okay, unless you're the only lone person on your squad left, so maybe take down somebody. Oh, throwing some off in the distance, popping off some shots. Like a squad mate is behind him, so he's not alone. Not sure what the symbol means on his back, but it might be for good luck or something. For winning? Victory? I don't know. Time will tell. Can he take us to the victory screen? And really all it's going to take is one well-aimed headshot to knock this guy out. Shield and health. Somebody building up over at the Machu Picchu statue. Unless that's his teammate. He keeps on... What? What are you guys flanking around the side of the mountain? I don't know if there's only 2 people on your squad. Storm's kind of closing in. Shots being fired off to the west. And more people coming over. Help out. I think that might be the rest of his squad. It might be a 4-person. They might have been looking at his teammates, waiting for them to come over. Like they're all now regrouping now. Teammates are taking a launch pad. Running over. Try and make it inside the circle. Which is currently quite a ways away past Tilted. Might be settling on Snobby Shores for the final fights. We will see. Taking a launch pad. Why not? Or bounce pad? Bouncing launch pad. That's what I'll call it. Call it that and we'll call it even. Sound good? Yes, always. Another bounce pad being taken in. And oof. Almost fell off the waterfall. Hey, you guys got a lot of running. You're still ahead of the storm, but you gotta keep on moving and grooving, or you're gonna get stuck and get rained on, and you're gonna turn into Eeyore, and you're gonna be like, my life sucks, and then you're just gonna die. This game is so simple. Stay out of the storm, kids. Hanging out in the storm really isn't the best option, so best to stay inside or within a cone of safety. Making our way across Tilted Towers. Trying to see if they can catch anybody from behind. You know, as there are ramps built up. We'll see. Shots being fired. Decides to forego the hill in terms of trying to get a shot and just straight out running. Definitely a fight happening over on the other side of that hill. They are now in the storm. Shots are being taken towards them. Building walls up for safety to hopefully make it through the storm before it closes in on them. Good thing you got those bandages, but bad thing you didn't do anything about them. You had time to heal up, you didn't do squat. He's building up and decides, hey, I'm gonna forego a... Oh, wait, no, never mind. Actually does a smart move and starts bandaging up. Squad's getting fired upon, so he figures he's gonna provide some support. Builds the ramp up, gets a nice knock. Pops the guy's shield, looking for a fair amount of damage. It's not my fault, I didn't see the exact numbers right away in white, so I can't exactly tell you. Oh, decides to go revive a teammate. All 4 of them grouping up. 14 people they're up against. If they do have a shot in this. See how it pans out. Tries to get his buddy up. Looking for shots, looking for shots. Wondering if he should jump another level up. He does. More shots are being fired. Looks like people are hunkering down. He got a minute to figure out what to do before the storm closes in even further. but not too far to go if they do need to run, but it will start taking more damage. Grenades being launched, buildings being popped, players dropping, trying to build walls of safety. Can they take on this onslaught? Not too sure. Meanwhile, reviving the same guy that they just got knocked by again. Gonna have to focus on trying to rebuild the walls before reviving his teammate, which he's trying desperately to do, but you guys don't have much health to begin with. You should probably start trying to at least heal up or take shields or something. I don't even know if you have any of those. You guys prioritize more on fighting than you do actually healing, and then you wonder why you don't have, you know, the gear that you need to take them out. But Starbro Gamer, quite confident in his ability to carry his team, reviving his teammates and providing support, might just pan out. But now that enemy squads are starting to converge, build-off has started. Got lucky there. Almost fell off the wall. Did actually almost fall off the wall again. Almost fell off again. 12 damage. Pumping like crazy. Shots being fired. Walling people off inside the storm. Wondering if he's going to take it or if he's going to get got. Sounds like he's probably going to get got. Nyx. Wow. 4-2. Just falls prior to the wall. Oh, man. Teammates wondering if they should help him or if they're screwed. Guess they're gonna go for the revive. Not sure how many of his teammates were lost in that, or if this person's gonna be lost in it too. Oh my goodness. Yeah, oh my goodness. You guys don't have too much time. You're taking 2 damage per second. You decide to try and play it out. They do have a shot at this if they take it smart. Looks like he's fighting. Oh, shots being fired into the storm. Does he have enough to take it all the way through to... Nope, he doesn't again. Decides to throw his shotgun on the ground. In frustration. Why is life so difficult when you're caught in the storm? Hey, at least behind the clouds the sun is shining, so the silver lining in this game is his teammates might be able to carry him to victory. You know, that's how he's crawling. Let's see how it pans out. Shots are still being fired across the map. Whether it's into the storm or not is anybody's guess. Whether anybody's still inside the storm is anybody's guess. We'll find out. He is down for the count. Mr. Keystoner. 0 kills under his belt. Sitting on top of the Viking Stadium. It looks like his entire team fell. Starbro Gamer and squad are no more. Mr. Keystoner, happy in his choice of the high ground, decides to leapfrog all over the place, looking for shots, looking for people coming in from the storm, cross over in the city, trying to heal up, maybe looking for any good headshots. How many are on his squad? Not quite sure. Could be a full squad up here with them, in which case there might be another squad and a half to take on. But we'll see. Noticing 2 players running around down below. 3 players. Brings the squad mates over and wonder if they should set up to start fighting or not. Somebody on his teammate with the heavy sniper takes a shot. Not sure if he hit. Just dancing around, having a great old time. Not quite sure if they're gonna get ramped up on or flanked from behind. Figured, might as well check the exits, but we don't want to actually use any building material. We'll just hang out here as long as necessary. And that's how they'll be okay in the storm of safety as it starts to close in. Farming up materials. They may take the rift if need be, but we'll see. Seeing as they do have several options hanging on up here. You know what? I'm gonna move my webcam down so that I can see me better. Hi, me. I can be seen. Seeing as the team has made their way up, they decide to engage. Shots are being fired. Dude gets knocked. And that doesn't look like the greatest of times for the people here. Why are people calling me on the phone? Leave me alone, Ohio. Shotgun shields gets knocked, takes out the whole entire squad. Loot is rolling down the hill, but seeing as how they're probably getting ganged up on by at least 1 solo player coming in for the high ground. Can you get a victory pump? Nope. He says, hey, I got 2 shots for you. Gets nailed in the head. Trying to back off and provide something for his team. Lots of shots going on. Oh man, he is caught by himself. Looks like a situation where his teammate got the victory for him. Looks like it was bait this whole time, fellas, and they fell for it. Mr. Keystoner, 3 kills to his name, takes the victory screen while on his knees because he got shot. Dudes is celebrating. His squad got the victory. Alright. Reload that lobby, see what else we got going on. Man. I'm debating actually if I want to do solo. If I do solo, it's just, oh, one person versus everybody. I'll actually see how it goes. Or if I should play some Overwatch. Trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. Always open to suggestions, though. Well as giving Octavius suggestions, because, you know, outside of me and my ideas, Octavius feels left out if he isn't included in some ideas. What the? What the heck? I can't even hear the rest of my team. Is voice chat down? I don't know. Okay, well, we'll land here. See how it goes. I'm a piranha! You guys probably have more wins under your belt than I do. Probably a good thing. Probably a good thing. Maybe you can carry me to victory. I'd like some wins. I'm kidding. Do I want to land at the house or the barn? House will give me opportunity to more loot that I don't have otherwise, but I can't exactly communicate with my team and tell them what's going on because apparently for some stupid reason voice chat ain't working. Oops. You don't want to do that. Oh, I just want to run around and grab loot and stuff. Okay. Fingers might actually be good for me. Heck yeah, it'll probably be a better pistol than that. Ooh. Do we have anything good? Oh, that's why. It's probably right here. That's why. Maybe I'll give the hand cannon to somebody who's actually good with it, not me. Make my way over to the team. We got a minute 40. See how it goes. Feeling okay. Guys running around at. Don't mind if I do. Gimme. Boing. I bumped my head. Oh, hang on. He doesn't even want it. I don't know if you need it or not, but I'll give it to you if you want it. Fine by me. I'll pick up a shotty. Dang. Dude, you got some good loot, dude. What? Well. Okay, we should probably get moving. See how long we last. There are 44 players left. So seriously, we lose all of our... One person leaves right away in the beginning, and then we... And we lose one guy who got all the good loot. He's giving it all to me. I have a bad feeling about this. Ooh. I still haven't figured out the key controls for being able to do anything worth of value, as far as I'm concerned. Ooh. Ooh. Oh man, this gun is beefy. Hey, let me in. We should actually probably start moving. You don't want to hang around here too long. Where the heck did they go? Did they just take the rift and run? Or are they still camping out here? I don't know. Ah.
I will get a kill to my name. Oh, jeez. I got a kill, guys. I got a kill. Woohoo! Skyflyer, I guess, is taking over where he left off.
We'll see how it turns out, guys.
Does he have what it takes?
He's got a minute 20 before it closes up on him, so he's able to heal up a little bit.
Got 7 kills already.
Well, good, I killed your partner. I wanted to at least get a kill. Wow.
That C4 or grenades? Probably C4.
Just based on the way that it detonated, he does have a double pump, though. So, we shall see how this turns out. Oh look, there's a guy hiding right around the building. He was probably listening to the fire the whole time, waiting if he's actually gonna be able to survive this. Hey, I farmed plenty of materials for you, so if you can't use them to your advantage, it's not my fault. I wouldn't be looking at that corner way too much, because probably off on the other side. 30 seconds left before the circle closes in. Looks like it'll be settling somewhere between maybe Lazy Links, Tomato Town, and Loot Lake. Hanging out on the outskirts of Dusty Divot, Skyflyer is deciding, well, he'll take the time to heal himself up. The other guy decides, oh, maybe I should actually start shooting. Jeez. See him hiding around the corner right there, hunting if he wants to. Oh. Decides he wants to take on a pistol. Misses the shot by mere inches. Dude, you get nailed by. Oh gosh. Oh, and he took fall damage just from falling. What an interesting way to die. I wanted to say what a stupid way to die, but Mythos Rays apparently better ideas on his mind. Says, forget the loot. Watching him fall to his death was the best option suitable for me. So I'll just head out and make my way over to, well, probably the rest of his team, based on him not getting shot at by people running up the mountain near Dusty Divot. But he does have a decent amount of health and shield, so seems like he's probably packing good to go. So he's making his way over to the circle before it shrinks. And then he finds himself caught in a jam. Decides to get the grenade launcher. Yes. Yes, he will. Run over further, making sure he doesn't get sniped from above. Good plan of action. And he'll just keep on running, whether he is with a team or a solo. Well, we'll find out here. Noticing buildings being built on the right. Decides to skirt around them and see if he can pick off anybody. Noticing that there's a fight over at the silos, a little farming place out near Dusty Divot. Decided, I'll venture on over there and see what the heck's going on. Players are engaged in a build war currently, trying to get the upper hand, dropping down, jumping up. People are rifting in. And got the action, decides to launch a couple grenades in there just for good measure to see if he can get any. Oh man, he looks like he got a couple. Got one guy, 57-meter shot. Looking good. Feeling pretty tight. Wondering if he wants to flank out from underneath and come around the other side. Just to throw him off cue. Listening to players running around overhead. He's the guy he's knocked, so he's... Oh. Engages the whole entire team that's currently engaged in another squad. Grenade being launched. And that'd be the best option. Gets shotgunned right in the head. He falls. XD Pepsi taking over for him, surviving with 47 health and no shields. Seems like his squad is able to take victory off of that. Nails a dude. Nails another dude. Takes out the whole entire squad that was fighting him and his team. Looks like he's either with a solo player or somebody else. Building like crazy. 4 kills to his name. Has some time before... Well, that guy bites the dust, I guess. So seeing as how the coast is hopefully safely maybe clear, has to go loot up some stuff and make his way over to his partner to revive him. If his partner survived or died, we're not sure. Did he? I'm not sure, I think his partner might have died. So it's just him. Just him, hanging out, having some fun, bandaging up, telling stories to himself as anybody else does. I just grab that. Grab the slurp. Grab the slurp, that'll heal you up all the way and give you some shield. Yes, there is. Or you can do that. There you go. But now you can't take any more minis, but he will take the minis in reserve. See what else he's missed out on, if there's any good loot. Listening to shots still being shot at. Trying to make his way through the walls of the building. 40 seconds before it closes in on him. Picks up all the rest of the loot. Traps, bounce pads, you name it. This dude's loaded. Looks like he's full on materials too. At least for the most part, as can be expected. Oh, never mind. He was able to pick some grenades up. Making his way across. Maybe to a teammate, maybe to an enemy. Who knows? 11 players left. He could be either the lone person standing ready to take on all comers, squads or not. Or he's with a teammate. We have no idea. He's at full health, full shield, shy of 1. Decides to take 50 fall damage. Don't build that high up and then fall. I think he was trying to go for a ramp, but in looking for players and trying to stay safe, he took fall damage. So, noticing a fight happening, he decides to say, "Screw that," and make his way on over to a house. See if he can maybe find bandage or health pack, something to heal up. And alive. If this guy survives, it'll be a flippin' miracle. Don't take fall damage, dude. That's the #1 killer. Finds a slurp. I think he's good to go, seeing as how nobody's looted this house. Full on stone. He'll take the loot and probably a better sniper rifle. Although he decides to forego it. Opting for his grenade, maybe? Or did he switch back? I don't know. Put some ammo. This dude's going to town. Finds another chest. Nothing of value. Nothing else really in his house. Except for, well, if you want to play Heidi Ho, neighbor. Figures, nah, you know what, I'll hop out on the roof and see if I can get a snipe. Noticing players over to the west, he decides to reload his grenade launcher, probably get ready for the next battle, drops down, nice edit. Guy knows what he's doing. Decides, you know what, maybe I'll go for Is he trying to pull the sniper? Yes, it looks like he is. He's trying to pull the sniper over to him and then swap it out for a grenade launcher later. Picking up the sniper rifle, he decides to take aim. Currently the building's being shot upon by some other team to the northwest, so while they're currently engaged, he's going to edit once again, bring his grenade launcher over and says, "Hey, screw it, I don't need no sniper rifle, I'll just take a health pack." Oh, there's a health pack. And he's back in the action, people. And decides to forego that fight. Shots whizzing by overhead. Looks like somebody has noticed him. Misses mere inches by his feet. Looks like they want him dead to rights. He's building, trying to avoid it. Doing okay so far, looking for the flank. Or just trying to survive. Oh, figured he'd probably just survive and see if he can get a shot off here. And so they're still currently engaged. They probably think he's part of the squad that's currently attacking that fort up on the hill, but he's not. He's probably just a lone player. Like there was a build-off competition that went on here earlier. Who the victor was, I'm not sure, but it certainly wasn't whoever built that, because they ain't here no more. No, just looking at like architecture like this, just a work of art. XD Pepsi taking his time to admire the beautiful handiwork. And I'd probably just wait it out inside the circle. Storm's gonna be closing in 35 seconds, 8 players left. So he's probably figuring maybe the last 2 squads are currently engaging on each other to the point that he'll maybe just be the lone person left and be able to take on the remaining victor squad and hopefully give himself the victory that he's looking for. Stay tuned. The suspense is killing me. I should probably drink something. And by drink, I mean non-alcoholic, because drinking beer is for weirdos. I'm not a weirdo. I'm a normal person. Y'all are too if you drink non-alcoholic beverages, but if you do, I mean, it's okay to a degree, but I'd rather play sober, not inebriated, you know what I'm saying? Usually make better judgment calls that way, too. It's down to 5 people. Probably a fight that went on. Your team wondering, hey, look, we're up on top of the hill. We got what we wanted. Are they still firing down on him, or are they trying to look for something? Figure he's probably gonna edit the building, drop down, make his way out from behind, heading out on the bridge. Just gonna wait it out. I don't know. It looks like still a fight is going on between whoever the team on the hill is currently engaging and people down below. Yep, there is most definitely a battle going. XD Pepsi lining up his shots, wondering if he can get a lucky knock. We'll see. Seeing as how players are making way down towards it, it probably didn't bode well for the team down below. That's usually advantage to high ground. Looks like he got hit. Totally missed. Yep, they're watching for you, buddy. It looks like you're in a little bit of a pickle. I wouldn't build yourself up too high unless you plan to launch pad over. Falling down, taking fall damage is not part of his priority, but he is taking fall damage nonetheless. Decides to launch pad over. Bullets whizzing by, has no shield left. Can he do it? Building up, gets stuck in his own building. Grenade, rocket launched in. Does he have enough in him to take the victory screen? Taking more fall damage. Double Chin won the game for his squad of 2 other players. Well, looks like XD Pepsi had his shot, but it was a 1v3 situation, so seeing as how Double Chin had more player advantage, well, win went to him, even though he only got 1 kill. So, that was pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. We'll just load back out here and, seeing how there's nothing else really going on, and seeing as how it's Thursday and I'm kind of beat, I think I'll probably call it a night, which I'll say thanks for joining us. Had a great time hanging out with you Gadgeteers. Note, tomorrow we do have an earlier stream. We start at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Keep in mind though, it may be a bit longer stream than normal, seeing as how Saturday I might not be able to do a stream that day. We actually have family coming over and we're having a party of sorts, so we're going to compensate by having an extra long stream on Friday and no stream over the weekend. Unless we get lucky, I might have something Sunday or I might just be off. We'll see. Stay tuned to Tech News Gadget on Twitter for that information. With that being said, I will turn the host controls over to Alan Owens, who is currently way better at Fortnite than I am, and you'll notice no interruption from me. I'll just turn the stream off. We'll head over to Alan Owens and watch him and hang out with him. Sure to stop by and say that, well, Fortnite's awesome. That's the code word for today. So, pretty much keep being awesome, guys. We'll see you on the flip side.